and welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my review for Netflix's latest series, 0 Day. Non-spoiler, of course. So what does 0 Day get right? Well, firstly, the acting. De Niro is in his element. Robert De Niro is 80 years old and still acting circles around half of Hollywood. As George Millen, he brings the same commanding presence we've seen in films like The Irishman or Goodfellas and Casino. Even when he's just staring at someone, you feel the weight of his experience. You buy him as the former president, but more importantly, you buy him as a guy who's been through some shit. He, of course, still has that iconic resting face, that one that you can't really tell if he's extremely miserable or about to end you. Maybe both. Like, you know the one. Then there's Jesse Plemons as Roger Carlson, Mullen's former aide. Plemons is so good at playing that unsettling, morally ambiguous guy who knows more than he's letting on. He's like if a golden retriever and a shady politician had a baby. His performance is subtle. You never quite know whether to trust him, and that's precisely how it should be. And of course, we have Angela Bassett as President Evelyn Mitchell. I mean, come on. She radiates authority and intelligence every time she's on screen. If America had a real-life president like Bassett, we'd probably all be in a better place. We don't get much screen time with her, but what we do get is weighted with presence, even when she is on screen with De Niro. There are three ladies in De Niro's life in this series. One is his daughter, played by the very talented Lizzie Kaplan, who plays Alexander Mullen. Secondly, the fantastic Joan Allen, who plays Sheila Mullen, the wife, and she does such a great job at showing us the cost of what it means to be a first lady. And then thirdly, there is Connie Britton, who plays Valerie Whitesell, whose presence on screen has a quiet intelligence but is formidable at the same time. Each of these ladies brings a complicated weight to their characters, making them believable and relatable, even if the circumstances of what they are going through is nothing you've encountered before in your own life. You feel for them because they feel authentic. Talking about the writing that feels uncomfortably real. The dialogue in 0 Day has that razor-sharp authenticity you get when you have actual journalists and political insiders crafting the story. One of the show's co-creators, Michael S. Smith, is a Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative journalist, and it shows. The political maneuvering feels real, the media frenzy is on point, and the way the show handles public perception in an era of misinformation is terrifyingly accurate. This isn't some 24-style high-octane spy fantasy. 0 Day is grounded, intellectual, and filled with the kind of slow-burning tension that makes you check your phone to see if it's actually happening in real life. One death that's burned into my brain forever. Look, I've seen some dark moments in TV history. Breaking Bad, Osmodeus episode, The Red Wedding, the first 10 minutes of Up. But 0 Day delivers one of the most harrowing on-screen deaths I've seen in a long time. And that's not because of the gore, it's the sheer intensity of the moment. It's one of those scenes where you feel every second of it. And when it's over, you just sit there in silence for a bit, staring at the screen like, what just happened? Seriously, if you know it, if you've seen the episode, then you know. I don't want to do any spoilers, but I don't know why this death felt so real to me. It was just a sort of matter-of-fact way that they handled this, being handled in a way that just made it so real, which again comes to the authenticity and authentic way the characters are created. However, where 0 Day falls short is the mystery is too easy to crack. Listen, I love a good conspiracy thriller. I love peeling back the layers, dissecting every clue, and yelling, "I knew it!" when a show finally drops its big reveal. But 0 Day, yeah, I had most of the twists figured out by episode 2. And then even midway through, I figured out where they were going with the surprises that they thought were surprises. That's not to say that the journey isn't enjoyable. It absolutely is. But if you've seen enough of these political thrillers like House of Cards or Homeland, The Night Manager, you'll probably predict where this is going before the characters even do. The tension is still there though, but the aha moments just don't hit as hard as the show pretends that it does. 6 episodes, but it feels like 8. For a show that's only 6 episodes long, 0 Day drags in places. Don't get me wrong, the political maneuvering, backroom deals, and cyber intrigue are all really fascinating to watch. The story is intriguing in those parts. But there are entire stretches where the story just spins its wheels instead of pushing forward. There are threads of storylines that don't come to fruition in the end of the series, leaving me to wonder if there were meant to have been more episodes, but they got cut. They are interwoven into the story to add mystery to the series, but if you don't actually reveal the mystery at the end of the story, what were they there for? This mystery did not need 6 episodes. 5 would have been perfect, maybe even 4. Either tighten up the pacing or expand the world building so we get more answers about the bigger picture. Instead, we get a story that resolves a major mystery, but leaves so many questions unanswered. Like Netflix, if you're gonna do a limited series, at least finish the dang story. Don't lost me with lingering mysteries and cryptic government documents. So my final verdict is this: should you watch Zero Day? Absolutely. Despite its predictable twists and occasional pacing issues, Zero Day is a gripping, well-acted, and unnervingly relevant political thriller. Niro is in top form. Jesse Plemons continues to be one of the best actors of his generation. Angela Bassett proves yet again that she should run the country in real life. And the other performances are fantastic. If you love conspiracy dramas and political thrillers, Zero Day is well worth your time. Just don't expect mind-blowing reveals. Expect a slow-burning, well-crafted drama that feels uncomfortably close to reality. I'm giving this 3.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
You got one.
It would have been a 4 if Netflix had answered more of the questions instead of ghosting me like my wife when I need to ask her that I want to have pizza instead of the veggies for dinner. Doesn't happen. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know, what is your favorite Robert De Niro and Angela Bassett and Jesse Plemons performances? Those powerhouse actors together have done some phenomenal performances. I'd love to hear your favorites in the comments below. I loved De Niro in this. He was such a surprise. Loads of other new reviews on my channel. Do check it out. Also, hit the join button if you want more exclusive reviews. Those ones that come out early. Also, behind the scenes, skits, and short film. There's a lot to join in different tiers. Check it out if you don't mind. If you want more of this sort of entertainment, I really appreciate the time that you give this. If you're still watching at the end, I appreciate you loads. Thanks for being here. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.